Hi Cancers, welcome to your mid-February 2019 astrology and tarot reading. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you're a regular here, welcome back. So Cancer, I know that this is a Valentine's style read, so I'm going to go straight with Valentine's Day. Moon's going to be in Gemini, which is your 12th house. Now we know about the 12th house, we talk about it a lot. And it's kind of this subconscious past energy. For some of you that are single, you might be thinking a lot about somebody from the past. Whether that be for a good reason or a negative reason, it just seems to be that you're sort of reminiscing a little bit on Valentine's Day. If you're in a relationship, you may be pushing him too hard in terms of giving you unrealistic standards. And that's not because your standards can't ever be met. But if it's very early in a relationship, you might be expecting a lot, and it might not work out that way. In current relationships, there's a need to sort of pull back because there's a T-square between the Moon, Jupiter, and Neptune. And Neptune's in Pisces, which is fellow water sign energy, and it's your 9th house. And then Jupiter is the 9th house planet, it's in Sagittarius, and I just sort of feel as though you might think really big and then feel really disappointed and then think small, and then, you know, you might not have your perceptions completely in check on Valentine's Day, and that doesn't mean it's going to be bad. Actually, what it means is that it would be a very good time to sort of, you know, write a really lovely, thoughtful letter. It's more about emotional expressions rather than the big hoo-ha of dinner reservations and all that other stuff. It's actually 12th house energy is a beautiful, romantic Piscean vibe, so it might be a good time to sort of, you know, express yourself sensitively, but don't misunderstand someone's actions for how much they value you or care. That's just an FYI, because you might get it wrong. Now, Mars will enter Taurus on the 15th. I nearly said 11th because it's the 11th house energy. You're going to have a lot of fun and experiences with your friendships. Mars does have that sort of tense aspect to it where it can arouse tension with your friends, you know, even your best friends, but people are going to assist you in moving forward. Your friends are going to be your biggest focus at the end of February. And then we have Chiron moving into Aries on the 18th, which will kickstart a certain saga in your career. Now, we have had Uranus there causing some unpredictable energies, but Chiron moving in here, he's the wounded healer. He could heal everyone but himself, and you may be deciding to use your career in order to heal the world, heal the environment, heal people. You might get involved in charities, humanitarian causes. 10th house energy is also, it rules the father and a very important man in your life, so you may be going through some issues of healing those type of relationships, Cancer. You may have some hidden pain there if some of you have father troubles. Now, Chiron is going to be in Aries for a very long time. Its influence isn't incredibly grand, but it is there because it can expose what we're feeling in terms of wounds. You know, what's sort of getting down at the center of us, because our subconscious generates a lot of activity in our day-to-day life, whether we realize it or not. So this is why things like tarot are important, astrology is important, because sometimes it helps you see a perspective that you didn't have before, or it alerts you to something that might be holding you back. It's okay to acknowledge it in order to move forward, so don't be worried about something like that. It's all there for your greater good, you know, and you could be a very healing person to others, because we think of Cancers that involve themselves in these causes, like Princess Diana, the Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, healing the world. In healing the world, they heal themselves. So that's important. Now, Sun in Pisces, beautiful water sign energy. 9th house, you might take a getaway, a vacation. Venus is going to be in Capricorn still. So it is going to ramp up your partnerships. You could very well meet people worth committing to. So don't think that if you're single, because I feel like some of you might be very annoyed about it and you might be considering going backwards. You don't have to go backwards, because Venus and Capricorn will bring in people worth committing to. That's the great thing about it. And then that full moon in the 3rd house, somebody wants to talk. I don't know who for you, but somebody really wants to talk to you. It could be an Aries, an Aquarius, or a Scorpio. Oh yes, Scorpio. Judgment, Magician, and the Chariot. Wow, Cancer. Self-reflection, manifestation, and movement. Something's manifesting. Possibly something you'd given up on a while ago. We see movement. Your world will be a product of your own thoughts. Thoughts become things. Pay attention to what you're thinking of and trying to manifest. This Virgo full moon is going to bring about a conversation you didn't expect, but you're going to like it. It may also be from a Gemini, a fellow Cancer, or a Scorpio, or a Virgo. Magician is Mercury. And Mars and Uranus are connecting with this full moon in a way that means you might feel very self-sufficient and independent. And then somebody comes at you with information that you didn't really expect, but you like it. That'll be interesting. That's very interesting. The full moon in your communication sector, always interesting. It's always pretty enlightening, I'd say. Because somebody comes out of the woodwork. I'm thinking back to mine. The full moon in my third house. I remember hearing from somebody that I never thought I'd hear from again. And it was great. But I'm just letting you know, that's the sort of vibe I get from this. High Priestess, Pisces energy, intuition, using your inner guidance system. We're moving into Pisces season on the 19th of February. That's important. Death card and your hopes and fears. Okay, so the water signs are very in play here. 5 of Pentacles, abandonment in your positive position, bear that in mind. Challenge is the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny is the challenge. And the Hangman, limbo. Ooh. And the 5 of Wands, competition. There's a strong, strong sense of fate at play. And it's going to throw you for a loop, Cancer. It's going to surprise you. I do think Scorpio is a strong contender in your reading, as is Pisces, but the fixed signs, Wheel of Fortune, and that's Sagittarius too, so just don't worry too much about signs. It's really not who it is. Sometimes there's really big themes, but sometimes it can't be every sign of the zodiac, so don't worry about that. But limbo. You know, 5 of Pentacles in the positive is telling me that you abandoned something and you did the right thing. So you might be thinking of leaving a job that's not fulfilling. You might be leaving a relationship that's not fulfilling. You're letting something go. Possibly it was let go during the Leo full moon, which is your second house, so of worth. So you let something go that wasn't good enough for you, or something was taken from your life, be it a relationship, be it a romantic relationship or a friendship or something. Something was taken from your life that wasn't there to, you know, it wasn't meant to be, is what I'm seeing here. With the Death card, I do think a lot of Cancers seem to be resisting this transformation that is so clearly here. But with the Wheel of Fortune, you are trying to work against fate rather than letting go and letting the universe take care of you. There's a bit of resistance here, Cancer, that I'm seeing in terms of the aspects. Mars was in your 10th, so you were very, very big on career. You were getting things done. You were making things move. You were in on your money. You were very stressed. And now that it's in Taurus and it wants you to loosen the reins a bit and enjoy yourself, you're kind of at a loss of what to do. Possibly because something did end and you didn't really have time to think about it and you don't want to think about it. Could be an Earth, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Knight of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Drama and trust. So there is a lot of drama surrounding money, or a lot of drama surrounding the stability in a relationship. What's that about? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Do you know, with the limbo card, sometimes it means you shouldn't be acting just yet. You know what I mean? Ace of Wands, growth. Okay. There's a spark of something promising, something new. Okay, so death and partnership, 2 of Cups, are in your hopes and fears. Okay. King of Cups in your positive understanding. Could be a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Can represent you, of course. You have a different perspective. Six of Wands, success in the challenge. Something really didn't work out the way you wanted it to. And the Hermit. Some of you just want to be alone. Contemplation. So, some of you are very afraid of getting into a relationship in case it ends. You guys are very selective about who you let into your home. The Magician. Gemini, Virgo. Manifestations. Let's talk for a second about this. The Magician is probably my favorite card because it shows me that the signs that have this are learning how to control their thoughts. They're learning how to make things happen because they realize they have everything they need to make it happen. They realize they're not actually inhibited by circumstance. Which is the most powerful position you can be in, is when you feel as though you are above mitigating circumstances. And you know that you can make things happen. If you can see it in your eye, you can hold it in your hand type energy. He's an alchemist. He also, as a Mercury aspect, rules communication. And here he is again with the Chariot, your energy. Communication comes in quickly and suddenly after an extended period of isolation or loneliness or time spent alone. Somebody or something comes in and wants your attention and you don't know how to do it. But this is a universe aspect. The Wheel of Fortune is in the challenge because you're resisting fate. Now, before we get things confused and people get angry, I am not telling you to get back with an ex. That seems to dominate tarot readings to the point where nothing else gets through, nothing else moves. I'm not for that. But if you meet somebody, if there's this divine fate meeting, you don't have to resist it just because you said you were going to be on your own for a year or because you've been hurt so many times you don't trust yourself to make decisions. Just saying that because your happiness coming out of astrology is the main agenda for astrology. It's using the energy to work for you, not against you. Okay? Tarot's the same. Don't get it confused. It's here to enhance your life, not deduct from it. And the Hermit always tells me that sometimes people make a decision to spend time alone and contemplate. But it is not self-imposed isolation to the point you take yourself up to a mountain and live alone for the rest of your life. Do you know what I mean? He represents going inward and realizing something that is the key to your freedom. He finds the key. He finds what takes you out of this limbo period where you don't know what to do, you don't know what decision to make. You find the answer within yourself. Also represents the Virgo full moon. The Virgo full moon is going to release you from something that has been leaving you hanging, and it comes in the form of a message, of a phone call, of an email, of a letter, communication, possibly from a water sign. Doesn't have to be. Could be you releasing yourself from this. You could have a eureka moment and you think, I know how to progress. I know what I want now. I know how to move forward. Five of Pentacles is in the positive position because what has been taken from you has been there to enhance you. I know that sounds odd, but you know when you look back and you say your miss was your mercy? It's that kind of a feeling. Now, when I do see the Hangman, I noticed that there's a level of frustration here that is very obvious. There's a tension for you. But it's because you need to see things from a different perspective, from a new light. An alternative solution appears, and you might not have realized that's what you wanted to do. But an alternative solution isn't necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes the universe will prevent you from making a decision because you would make the wrong one. Competition and calm. You're moving away from the competition and sorting yourself out. You don't want to be an option. That's perfect. Because you don't deserve to be an option, Cancer. Ace of Cups, love. Yep, for a lot of you, new love is coming in. For a lot of you, self-love is a priority. It usually means something is sprouting, though. Like, it usually means something new is beginning, so do with that what you will. Knight of Wands could be a fire sign. Activity. Travel is very well aspected, you know. That is that Pisces energy. Take a trip. Four of Wands, reward. Okay, some of you came out of a relationship where you thought you were going to get married or move in together. There was a strong security attached to it that I think really upset you when it went. If that's not the case, you're still hoping for that. Page of Swords, gossip is in the positive position. I'm telling you, you're going to get a message. And you're going to hear on the grapevine that somebody was asking someone about you. Probably asking a friend, because Mars in your friendship sector, a lot of action comes through friendships. Restriction is in your challenge. You're restricted by your own thoughts and desire for success, fear of being wrong. And the Knight of Pentacles, loyalty is the outcome. A lot of you are meeting a Virgo. A lot of you are meeting a Virgo. And there's possibility, Seven of Cups underneath. Now let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles. I do not leave outcome cards on... Oh, this one wants to go. Two of Wands, a vision. This always means moving forward as a partnership. So we go from hermit to partnership. Virgo. Virgo, Cancer. You know, Virgo and Cancer is one of the best matches, in my opinion. And no, not every match works. And, you know, synastry in birth charts is important too. But it's just that the Virgos need to serve people and Cancers need to be needed, but they also need service as well. So what I'm sort of getting here is that you are probably progressing into a new relationship with an earth sign, be it Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, can be other signs. It just means that the person you're going to progress with will be loyal. So I feel a lot of you are meeting somebody more loyal. This Virgo full moon is going to be so interesting for you because I feel like it really shifts gears in terms of your romantic life. Don't forget, Venus and Capricorn, partnerships, romance are enhanced. You're more likely to attract Mr. King, Knight of Pentacles, loyal people, faithful people, people that want to do you right, not people that want to take from you. Gossip is in the positive. You're hearing something you like. Now, the Magician came up underneath again. Little trick for you guys. This is the law of attraction thing. If you have been single for a while and you decided you want somebody new, but you want someone to be, you know, the right person for you, quite ideal. The law of attraction says that if you write down a list, you say, my partner is, list the qualities that you want and then really feel what it's like to have that partner to the point you almost just don't even need it because you feel so much what it's like to have that. Put the list away and let that person manifest, because your powers of manifestation are incredibly, incredibly strong. Yet again, has come up with the Chariot. What you're manifesting will happen very quickly. You're out of this period of limbo, moving forward with a vision. As soon as you visualize what it is that you want, who you want, it seems to happen. If, however, you are concentrating on somebody from your past that was not any of the qualities you want in a partner, the universe is probably protecting you from your own naivety towards this person. If you deserve better, the universe will throw obstacles at you with a person. Divine timing is a big, big deal, and you're resisting that because you don't trust it at the minute. So, in order to be successful in love and meet your destiny in a positive way, you must trust the universe. For a lot of you, it is fire. A lot of you, it's water. A lot of you, it's earth. Some of you, it's air. You know, Page of Swords can be an air sign too. So romance in general, Cancer, is enhanced. And you know, Gemini is a strong contender too. Don't worry about the signs. I just have to put them out there because they're sitting looking at me. But yeah. I like this. You're coming out of limbo. You're dusting yourself off and you're getting back on the pony. And someone's there to greet you. True love, Guinevere. The romantic stirrings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver great love to you. Bada boom, bada bang. Well, isn't that nice? True love. Okay, let's draw a love card then. As if we can't get much better than that. Oh, these two. Ah, commitment and boundaries. Ah. Do you know, I'm just looking at the tiger here. The eye of the tiger rising up back on my feet. Did the time, took my chances. You're unstoppable in romance. You set your boundaries, you've clear boundaries, you know what you want from a person, and you get commitment. That's a love worth waiting for. Now, as I have to put in this disclaimer, watch your moon and rising too. I do sense for a lot of you there's someone very special coming in at the end of February. Cancer. But if you don't meet someone at the end of February, don't write off the energies. They take a while to manifest, especially when it's the Hanged Man. So be mindful, it might happen in March instead. Okay, because February is a relatively short month. But it's beautiful. It's a great time to meet somebody. And I'm not telling you they're brand new. I'm not telling you they're from your past. These are general reads, they're not exact, but it looks very romantic to me, Cancer, and I can tell with the Hermit for some of you, it's long overdue. So, have a wonderful Valentine's. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.